So, before I start, I would like to ask a few questions. So, what's a book you've read recently? Just any famous recent book?
Divergent.
Okay. And what's a classic you've probably heard of, or maybe your parents have read?
Moby Dick.
Okay, so these two books, Divergent and Moby Dick, use the same process to get from their original idea to what they are now as books. Now, most people think the process is a lot like this. So you have your original idea, you write, and then you're done. That's not how it is at all. It's actually a lot more like this. Your idea is way up there, and it takes a whole long, entire path to get to your book. Now, the first part, probably to about here, is where you take your idea and you expand it. And you create a middle and beginning and an end. And you make sure your idea is full and complete, and you know what you're going to write about before you actually start writing. So you don't actually start writing this. Then the second step, probably from here to about maybe here, is the actual writing. This is where you take your idea, expanded idea, and you put it down on paper or on the computer. And now, depending on the author, some people would like to proofread and then edit it themselves afterward, or some people like to send it off to the next step, the publishing process. Now this is probably the longest, goes all the way around. And first, you have to get a publisher. Now, this may sound easy, but it's not. And in fact, Madeline L. L'Engle, who wrote A Wrinkle in Time, a famous classic, was rejected by 26 publishers before she could find a book to publish her book. Publisher to publish her book. And after this, editors under the publishing company will take your book and find any grammar, spelling, or overall structure mistakes and correct them to make your book 100% at its best. And once you get here, this is where your book comes into bookstores and everyone can buy it. So, although it may sound easy, it's a lot harder than